Welcome, weary travellers, to the Library of Legend. Welcome back after a 2-week hiatus. This is Read and Roll. I am Jack Tarlad, your Dungeon Master, as we work our way through a fighting fantasy choose-your-own-adventure game book. 3 weeks ago, we had Magitech Mags on. She was working her way through the Forest of Doom. That was it, yeah. She got all the way to the end, only to be turned back by the dwarves because she didn't have... Was it the hammerhead? Yeah, she didn't have the hammerhead. So she's been taken all the way back to the beginning of the book to buy some more wares from Yzdromo, and hopefully she'll be coming back very, very soon to complete her quest. However, this week, we have a returning guest for the third time playing through this book. He died in the first go, he died in the second go, and this is the third one. And we'll see. I'm hoping, because he's been making a load of notes, I'm hoping that he's going to be able to make his way through the book quite quickly this time to get to a portion of the book that we haven't quite seen yet. And maybe today he will be the winner, the first winner on Read and Roll. Here he is, the man who needs no introduction. It's Kadath Gaming. Greg, how are you doing, buddy?
Hello. I'm doing pretty well, apart from my voice seems to have gone.
Yes, gone to Cuba, apparently.
So it only happened this evening, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Just this afternoon, it started to disappear, and now it's going...
Just keep your whistle wet, and hopefully... Nice. Hopefully we can get through it. You know, these were your words, your Jimmy Savile voice.
Exactly.
We'll hold out. But only the voice.
It's the only impersonation I can do. There's not much market for a Jimmy Savile impersonator.
No, then. Yes, so the last time you were on was episode 12. That's how long ago it was. We're on episode 19 now, or journey 19, I should say. Whatever works.
Well.
Yeah, and so the last time you got into the Temple of Felcarinla, and you... I believe you got killed by one of the guards because you wouldn't allow this old bloke in the temple to die, or something like that.
Yeah.
And so you ended up getting captured by one of the guards, and you got slain. And it's the second time this has happened now. The plot armor just won't let you die.
No. Amazing.
So
I think the first time I was discovered hiding because the Thieves Guild disappeared on me, and I hid in an alcove behind a curtain, but my feet were sticking out, and they arrested me and killed me. And then
what
the
happened?
second time,
isn't that the same thing that happened?
No, it was a different thing that happened. I think I got captured both times, but in different situations.
Yeah, no, but I still think it... So I went and looked back at episode 12, and I'm pretty sure that you died after not killing that bloke walking around there.
It's all about that bloke. There's an old guy.
Oh, there's still more to go in the story after that.
That's what I was just saying. Kill him at the end.
Forget about it this time. Yes. He's dead. He's dead this time. So you have been taking notes over the course of the last two playthroughs, and so hopefully
don't make any sense though. I mean, it's like when you say notes, it's like it's pencil, the paper's a bit crumpled. It's been sat on my bed for about 3 months.
We'll have to see how it goes, but we still got to get through all the battles anyway. Yeah. Now, if you wouldn't mind, boys and girls, doing all the things and the stuff, you know, click the subscribe, the notification bell, get a thumb, shove it right up on in there. make us feel warm or warm and fuzzy inside. And don't forget, in the description below, actually something I haven't done in the chat is pin the stream elements tipping page, but it is in the description below, and there's a whole bunch of monetization options there. If you want to help or hinder Greg in his journey, then you more than welcome to give us a donation, and there's a price list of all sorts of things that can either help or hinder Greg's journey.
I was just checking who's in chat then.
If Legatus is around, or any mod actually, if they want to, because I just can't get to it right now. If they want to post the stream elements tipping link in there, I'll pin it as a comment in the chat. However, we've done all our little tests in the background. We know things are working. And so we're going to get back to where we were in the story. Of course, just to make it consistent, we'll just show there we go, Talisman of Death. Should have done that earlier. And we will get back into the story right now. Where is it? There she blows. Lovely. And your adventure sheet, we'll just make sure that works. Is it there? No, that's not right. Stop. That's not the right button. Although, who knows? Maybe that will get played today. It's only been played once on the stream.
Is that the victory music?
It is, yeah.
At least I heard a bit of it.
You are back on the edge of the rift, or at least you will be shortly. So we've got to return everything back to normal, basically, on your adventure sheet. So you're back to 21 initial stamina. You've got a skill of 11 and luck of 13. Oh, hang on. No, you went actually.
12.
Because you can't have 13, so it must be 12. Because I think you had a potion of luck. So you've got 10 provisions. Nothing else but the pot of luck and the talisman, and that's it. You have still used your backtrack, because although you've actually died and gone back to the beginning, the backtrack doesn't actually reset because it's still one journey. So if anyone wants to donate, it's in the chat it's in the description down there. You could buy one of his lifelines back. Don't forget, when you do make a donation, just write it in the comments what you want it to go towards. And I think actually last week I had said that we would set it up as a different kind of monetization thing. So basically, if the people in the chat want to donate any amount of money, they can do that, right? And it will go into a pot that you can draw from. Okay? So people in the chat can donate to the pot if they want to, and then you can draw from the pot for any of the bonuses that you can use. However, if you want to donate a very specific thing so that it messes with the game, or gives him a nice boon, then you can do that too. So I wanted to make it a little bit more friendly for you. I nearly put Abe in in the timeout then in the chat.
It's probably well earned.
I've just pinned the stream element tipping link in the chat there, so it's the pinned comment right at the top of the chat. And the blurps don't work, Legatus. So, but thank you, I appreciate it for you putting the blurp link in there. But blurps are not enabled for this stream. So,
not been working today anyway, apparently.
Yeah, I noticed that. I tried to log in a couple of times whilst I was watching Yanni's stream earlier, and it wouldn't let me do it. And then I was watching Figgy's stream straight after, and she was 503 and server unavailable, that kind of stuff. Anyway, we will get back to the game shortly, but I'm just going to say hello to a few people in the chat. We've got Legatus Legionis. Hello, mate. Good to see you. The best the best moderator on YouTube. We've got Abe. Yes, the immortal Git returns. He's not jealous at all. And of course, we've got you here. Nice to see you. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a show today. Crimson Shadow. Good to see you, mate. And Nerd Takes, Jay Tapier. Pleasure to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, Jay.
And who else we got?
It's good to see everyone.
It's good to see everyone. It is. And of course, we've got Abe. Abey Baby. No, that's Legatus. Abey Baby.
Well,
there we go.
A bit hot. I'm going to whip this off. I'm going to whip it off.
You heard it here first, folks. Gonna whip it out. Excuse me while I whip this out. Right then. Let us get on with it then. So get on with it. So your spirit floats gently towards the Valley of Death. The featureless wind-blasted plain stretches endlessly away beyond the horizon. The souls of the dead wander there aimlessly in solitude. Just as you approach the edge of the valley, an ethereal wind gets up and you start talking to gods, and they say, do you want to go back? And you're like, yeah, I do actually. And so turn to 125.
Sounds really good, that does.
It's really good. Let us know as well in the chat if you can hear Greg well enough. I'm just editing his mic settings to make sure.
Is it a bit quiet?
I feel a bit loud, actually.
Oh.
I was having mic issues earlier and I got really angry with the cable. I need to change the mic cable, basically.
Oh, that's a bit louder for me. I've put it up to 200%. Is that loud enough?
I can hear you perfectly, but when you talk, I can't hear you over me. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I'm too loud. But yeah, I got a bit angry with the cord because it was just not working. I couldn't hear myself at all, and then all of a sudden I could hear myself really well. And so I kind of feel like I'm a little bit too loud now. Anyway, let's get on with it. So dark elves and cave trolls are pouring into the cavern, attacking the shield maiden. As the paladin and priests rush to her aid, you see a shadowy figure looming in behind the sea of elves and trolls. And yeah, basically they're gonna die. We go to 185 and we're back on the edge of the rift again. So we've got to go to Grey Guilds, but which route will we take? If you go through the forest, turn to 256. If you would rather take a more direct route across open ground, turn to 134. Now, you've been both of these ways previously. Yeah.
So I think last time it ended up being quite a quick way to get into the city because they captured me. And then they took me in there.
What I can tell you is the first way was you went through the forest and you went past some wench who was tangled in some weeds in a pond or something, and then after you'd made the choice of whether to deal with them, you had to go past a basilisk, and so that was your first way. The second way, you meet up with the ladies. Yeah, no, you met up with the ladies, didn't you, on the horseback, and they want to take you away to the Grey Guilds. And how you deal with that is how you want to deal with it. So
yeah,
I'll just ask you, do you want to go through the forest or go over open ground?
Go over open ground.
Okie dokie. You set off across the rocky broken ground towards the hills. After a short while, you notice two armed bands running towards you. The group to the south consists of 20 or more orcs, snarling as they lope purposefully towards you. They are hunched and misshapen and dressed in greasy blackened leather, yada yada. Their shields emblazoned with a purple claw. To the north, you can make out a small group of dark elves, similar to those which killed the Shield Maiden. They are tall and lithe and wearing ornately spiked armor and carrying long swords of dull black metal. They are some way off, but are closing fast. So will you head for the orcs, head for the elves, run for the hills, or hide?
I think I'll run for the hills.
You run as fast as you can along rocky ground. Your lungs are burning, yada yada. The elves are coming from the north in a tight pack, whilst the orcs are in the south are beginning to string out. So will you head north to meet the elves, climb a hill to the south to face the orcs, or run on?
Go and face the orcs.
That's not what you did last time, I don't think.
I know.
But, okay. You struggle up the nearest hill and halt at its summit. You have a few moments to catch your breath before the first orcs are upon you. Luckily, being no more than an undisciplined mob, they run at you one at a time. You must fight the three in order. The third is apparently the leader, a huge, broad brute with curving, not a huge brute broad, with curving yellow tusks rather than hips, and a jagged, edged scimitar. So, I guess...
This is why I did this, was because when the previous paragraph said that they had become strung out, but the elves were together in a group, then I thought actually they'd be easier to pick off. So if I go to the hill and they arrive in a straggle, I can take them off one by one.
Well, the thing is, though, I think last time you managed to get through this whole sequence without getting into a battle, though, so I'm quite surprised that you've gone this route, but here we are. We'll do it. And so let's get into the first battle.
Roll some dice.
Yes. So... your first enemy, the first orc, has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 6. And so, being as refreshed as you are, you can start the battle by rolling 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Okay. Oh no.
Good one.
No.
Great start.
Ugh.
That's 16 for them with a 5 and a 6. And 2 for yourself, please. A 3 and a 5 gives you 19. You win the attack round, and we'll bring them down to 4. Test your luck or carry on?
No, I'll just carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
I'm not playing that test your luck game. I know how that ends up. For emergencies only.
A 2 and a 6 gives you 13. And 2 for yourself, please.
Oh yeah, I forgot about me. There we go.
Whoa, that's how to roll 'em.
Crit. Open-ended roll. Open-ended damage rolls today, so you get a double. I just keep rolling.
Well done. You win the attack round. You've beaten them back again with a critical blow. And that's their stamina down to 2. So 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Okay. 7.
A 6 and a 1 gives them 12. And a 6 and a 4 for you gives you 21. You win the attack round, so you've beaten back that first orc. Good job. And what have we got next? Your next orc has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 4. Okay, so 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 3 and a 2 gives them 10. And 2 for yourself. Oh, a 3 and a 2 again. Gives you 16. Easy win, that one. So you win the attack round, and they're down to 2 stamina. I'm assuming you don't want to test your luck?
No, I'm going to keep it for later.
You're a for later. 2d6 for the enemy, please.
8.
Gives them 13. And 2 for yourself, please, mate. I'll count it as a 4 and a 2. And you get 17 anyway.
4 and 2 on my screen.
Excellent. So you beat back that bastard.
Oh.
And now you're onto the leader orc, which has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 7.
Boss fight.
Boss fight.
So that's his roll.
So a 3 and a 2 gives them 12. And 2 for yourself. A 2 and a 4 gives you 17. You win the attack round. Bring them down to 5 stam. I assume we're carrying on.
Oh yeah.
Who are?
Who are? Who are Thrickety?
Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Yeah. He easily beat that. 11 against 15. You win the attack round. So we'll bring them down to 3 stam. Next attack round, please. 2d6.
Oh, yeah. That's the monster roll.
A 1 and a 6 gives them 14.
Come on.
And a 2 and a 2 gives you 15. So you win by a 1 point margin. Well done.
Oh, it's not dead yet. Now
no, 1 more point. You could test your luck.
Yeah,
you will
but it's
win.
Not worth it because I'll probably kill him next go anyway.
Then go for it, mate.
Up.
Kill a blow. 2d6. 2 and a 3 gives them 12.
9.
And a 3 and a 6 gives you the winning blow. Well done, mate. Cool. You did it.
Didn't take any damage. Let this be a warning to those elves. They'll be looking at me up the hill going, maybe not. Not
yeah,
today,
I think we're going to sit this one out. Well done, Greg. Anyway, you did it. You won your first battle of today's round. So, yeah, let's turn to 111.
Loot the bodies.
When they see that you have overcome their leader single-handed, the rest of the orcs turn tail and run. You hurry on down the far side of the hill. Before you lies a steep-sided valley deep in ferns. You decide to head down into it, hoping to elude the elves.
Okay.
When you reach the floor of the valley, you find a pool into which a spring is bubbling. Feeling thirsty, you have come so far, you step forward into the pool to drink where the branches of gnarled old willow meet the water. Almost immediately, you begin to feel strangely sleepy and realize that you are swaying. About to topple into the pool, you need to test your luck. You're going to win, so all I'm going to do, basically...
It's just knock my luck down one.
Yeah. I'm not even going to ask you to roll. I'm just going to take it 1 point down, and we'll say you were lucky. So, you struggle to overcome the drowsiness, and the spell is broken. Looking up, you can see 2 large green eyes staring at you from the trunk of the willow. Before you can step back, you are attacked by the branches of the enraged tree. You must fight the willow weird. So, in rapid succession, we are back into the battle. So You've got to fight the willow weird. It's got a skill of 8 and a stamina of 20. Christ. So, let's get ready to rumble. A skill of 8 and a stamina of 20. I remember looking at this when I was doing the draft editing, you know, like the proofreading. And I had to double check in the book to make sure that that stamina was correct because it just seemed incredibly high.
I don't think you meant to kill it because it said in the entry if you make 4 successful attacks.
Ah, yes, well done. Yes, it does. If you make 4 successful attacks, turn to 26. Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Oh, yeah. There we go. 11, again, for them.
That gives them 19.
Shit.
And 2 for yourself.
7.
Oh, you lose that attack round with an 18 to 19.
Damn it.
So we're going to take you down to 19 stamina. Do you want to test your luck or carry on?
No, I'll carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please. That's a bit better. That gives them 14. Oh, hang on. Did you just roll the same? You rolled the same twice, okay.
Yeah.
So it's 14 against 17. That's 1 successful attack. Bring them down to 18. And 2d6 for the enemy, please. Oh, freaking heck.
Hey.
That gives them 20. And 2d6 for yourself, please. I don't know whether that one's going to cut it. No. 20 against your 18. That brings you down to 17 stamina. 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Oh my god.
Gordon Bennett.
My ass.
I think it's a good thing that you don't need to completely destroy this. But you do need 4 successful attack rounds, so...
Yeah.
2 for yourself, please.
At least it's not 4 in a row. That's more like it.
That's better. 22 against their 19. Let's bring them down to 16 stamina. And next attack round, please. 2d6. 6 and 2 gives them 16. And 2 for yourself, please. 2 and a 4 gives you 17. So that's successful attack 3 now. They're at 14 stamina. So hopefully this is the attack round.
Yeah, hope so.
2d6. 4. And a 5 gives them 17. That's not bad. You can beat that. Not with that, though,
Not
I don't think.
Not with that. Okay, now.
That gives you 14 against their 17, which means you are now at a stamina of 15. Next attack round, 2d6 for the enemy, please. Oh, Christ almighty, mate. Come on. And 2 for yourself.
8.
Oh, you've parried blows.
Oh,
So let's carry on.
That's for them.
Yep, that's a 17 for them. And let's see if you can do this next roll for you. Oh, no. 17 against your 14. We'll have to bring you down to a stamina of 13. Next attack round, please. 2d6 for the enemy.
I am going to need some healing at some point.
I think you are, yeah.
Mind you, I can regain stamina with provisions, can I?
You can. So 15 for them and 2 for yourself, please.
Come on. No.
Well, you did it.
But just, not in style.
Yeah, you're limping a bit. You took a few hits.
I'm going to eat some provisions when I get a chance.
So you've made 4 successful attacks. Let's bring down your adventure sheet there. With a mighty blow, your sword cuts through one of the willow's branches and some sap falls from the tree onto your arm. The willow gives a low moan, stops attacking, and pulls its branches back from you. Will you plunge your arm into the pool or beat a hasty retreat?
There's no defense stat in this, is there?
No, but there are obviously other things that you can gain back or lose more.
So I'm thinking,
like
if it's magic
or skill.
If it's magic and you've got to like beat it to get its sap, and its sap gets on you, maybe that gives you bark skin, which would be like an armor advantage. So I think I'm going to beat a retreat and just see what happens with the bark.
Okay then.
39.
Yeah. So we're going to go to 39 instead of 161.
Yep.
I think you should have plunged your arm into the pool.
Well, we'll find out.
You wend your way along the bank of the river that runs west from the spring. Oh, hang on. Let's put that background music on. So you wend your way along the bank of the river that runs west from the spring and leave the ferns behind. The terrain has become little more open now, and looking back, your heart quickens as you catch sight of one of the dark elves sniffing at your trail. He moves with a lithe swiftness which would seem graceful if it wasn't for his spiked black armor and deadly expression. While you're watching, he stands up and points in your direction. They are not far behind. You must decide quickly, so will you run along the riverbank, plunge into the river and run along some distance before scrambling up the bank, or hide in a clump of bushes?
The middle option.
Plunge into the river and run along for some distance before scrambling up the bank. Okay. The river winds between hills. You wade along it knowing the dark elves will lose your scent in the water. After a while, you climb out onto the other side of the river and continue on your way. The river flows out of the hills into a wide plain where it runs north, or where it turns north. You strike out west across the grasslands. Just when you think you finally lost your pursuers, you notice a group of figures closing fast. Cursing under your breath, you realize that they are on you again. Doggedly, you force yourself on, but the strain takes its toll. Lose 2 stamina points. Just as you are steeling yourself to turn and face your fell adversaries, you see a cloud of dust ahead. You can soon make out a group of 20 horsemen. They wheel their steeds towards you, and the drumming of the hooves carries to you over the breeze as they canter in your direction. Seeing this, the elves seem to give up the chase and fall back, obviously unwilling to encounter the riders. You are thankful to see the back of them and decide to wait for the riders to approach. As they get nearer, you can see that this is a band of warrior women, clad in chainmail and studded leather armor. Their faces look grim and unwelcoming. Pop my teeth back in. Their faces look grim and unwelcoming as they wheel around you, forming a close circle. Their captain spurs her horse forward and tersely demands what you are doing out here along the edge of the moor. What will you do? Now, before I give you the options...
we have done this before.
Yes, you have. However, before you do anything, I'm just going to take those 2 stamina points from you.
I've had the opportunity. I've had the opportunity to take any rations yet, have I?
Well, I'm giving you the opportunity now.
Oh, right.
So,
okay.
You've had 2 stamina taken from you, so to get yourself back up to 21, you'd need 5 provisions, I think. Yeah, that would be 10. No, hang on. No, that... you need about 3 or 3 provisions, so it's 4, 8, so that would be 19. Yeah, about 3 provisions to get you back up to 21.
But I'll just use 2, and now overhealing is a thing.
Okie dokie.
From my WoW days. Wasted resource if you're going over your healing cap.
And whilst we're here, I'm just going to quickly acknowledge the chat and see what they're saying. 'Cause I've done this thing again where I've gone without looking at the chat, and a whole bunch of chat messages are now stale. So Rick Clear is in the chat. Welcome, Rick. Pleasure to see you, my friend. And Davey Verse, of course. Prophetic Apathetic. It's good to see you all here. Auto win. That must have been from a while ago, but no auto wins here.
It might be because my skill was a bit high for them to beat me.
I see.
That boss, dude.
Well, actually, if anyone wants to donate, they could actually buy you the insta-kill spell, which allows you to destroy any enemy with the wave of your hand.
Oh, I'm going to try and destroy that old man somehow.
Just let them kill him. That's all you got to do. You don't even have to take the blame. You can just say, "Oh, I was looking at my fucking,
I was checking my time on my watch, my sundial,
my sundial." That was what I was trying to fucking think of. I'm sitting here stumbling,
looking at your watch, going up.
Yes. Who else we got? Daily Dysfunction's here. Hello, good to see you. Oh no, what happened?
Oh no.
I think that willow sap on your arm is taking its toll. You're coming down with something really terrible here, It
is. I should have gargled with it. It'd probably been more soothing.
What is that about, Rick? My lips and asshole are sealed. Truly. Wow. I think you used the wrong tune if they're sealed shut. Yes, indeed. Well... Funnily enough, I saw, was it Polymarket? They put out a tweet last night about saying the WNBA are thinking about now making it bagless games, meaning you can't bring bags into the game so that they can't throw things onto the court. And of all people, Dick Masterson retweeted it with the image of Christopher Walken from Pulp Fiction, where he's talking to Bruce Willis as a kid. He wore this watch up his ass.
In a prisoner of war camp with dysentery. 8 fucking years.
Anyway. Now that you're refreshed, we'll get back to the game. So you used 2 provisions that gave you 8 stamina. You're back up to 19 now. So
snacking whilst they were approaching. Right.
Yeah. You just fucking hurry up, wench, will ya? Get here with the horse so we can get onto Grey Guilds. Right. Okay. So she's asking what do you want as you're munching on your Doritos. And what have you got to do here? So you ask them to aid you in your quest, say that you're from another world, say that you're the sole survivor of an ambushed caravan, pretend that you're deaf and dumb, or demand that they escort you to Grey Guilds on the moor.
I seem to remember doing the last one last time and it worked quite well, so I'll stick with that. I may lose something that I'll get back later, but I mean, I'm carrying the Talisman of Death. If they find it, they're going to take it from me, whatever, and they're going to search me unless they're escorting me, in which case they might not search me.
I think no matter what, you're going to get your sword taken from you.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that they definitely take from you. There may be an option on there that negates you losing the talisman.
Mm.
Are you still going with the last one?
Well, I think when we had the first conversation with them in the woods, I said I was from another world because that was actually true at the time. And I was like, innocent. And I didn't know that they were a bunch of bitches. They're a bunch of bitches.
Those bitches.
So I think I'll go with the last one. Because at least they didn't kill me. Yeah.
The captain sneers at you and says sarcastically, "Why, yes, mighty warrior, we shall be glad to do as you ask. You shall dine with our leader, Horkana, tonight. Mount yourself behind Elvira here," she says, pointing at one of the younger women. The women begin to chuckle, and then the captain says, "But first, we must take your weapon."
Okay.
At a command from the captain, the circle of horses closes in on you. You draw your sword and manage to wound one of them before you are attacked from all sides. They are strong fighters and they use flat blades of their swords to stun you. You drop your sword and fall to the ground, lose 2 skill points. When you acquire another sword, you may restore them. There are too many warriors to resist, so you decide to do as you are told for a while and accept a helping hand onto Elvira's horse. She does not look too pleased that you're going to be sitting behind her all the way to Grey Guilds, because she knows what's going to be happening back there, and you console yourself with the thought that at least you're going to be going in the right direction. So exactly. I'm going to... What were you going to say?
I think exactly.
Exactly. I've reduced your current skill down to 9, and I've also removed your sword from your equipment.
All right.
Okie dokie. You ride on into the late afternoon, moving from the wilderness to a grey and desolate moor. Ahead you can see the walls of a large city. A salute is given as you approach a huge arched gate in the fortified wall. The captain details half her patrol to remain on the guard at the gate. Turning to you, she says, "We are taking you to Horkana. She will want to ask you some questions. Do you want to seize the first opportunity to fight your way out, or go quietly and see what happens?"
Go quietly.
You ride into the City of Learning, Grey Guilds, along a street called Moorgate. Many of the buildings are quite grand, but of light grey stone. Built of light grey stone. You see a mixture of people in the streets. There are some men wearing light blue togas who are sages and professors from the Guilds of Learning. Other groups of young men and women are carrying books and scrolls. You realise that unarmed as you are no match for these women and have no alternatives but to go with them. You are taken along Moorgate, past various food and pottery shops, and then down a bustling store street. They turn right down Guard Street and come to a halt outside a squat grey building. It is the watch house. The patrol dismounts and you are ushered inside. Not many choices so far. Okay, after a short delay, you are taken into a large office. Inside is a tall, striking, raven-haired woman dressed in a long black cloak which parts to reveal the polished hilt of a longsword. Her bearing suggests great personal power. She stands to greet you. I am Horkana, High Priestess of the Temple of Felcarilna and Marshal of the Watch. You have been telling some unusual stories. She nods and the guards begin to search you. You try to resist but are held powerless. The talisman is ripped from its place of concealment and handed to Horkana. She recognizes it immediately and she starts to laugh with rapturous delight. She turns away and says, I am going to the temple. Throw this fool out into the street. You are hustled out of the door of the watch house and it slams shut behind you. You have lost the talisman. So what will you do next? I'm just going to take away the talisman now. So you've lost your sword and talisman.
It's going well.
Yeah. There was some... Oh, what was that? Yes, so I believe we've had a recent tip, and it's Davyverse tipping £5, saying, here, have a care package, if I remember right. It will come in use later. Nice. Thank you so much.
David.
Yeah, thank you so much, Davyverse, for the £5 dollary dib-dobs. So you do have a care package. The care package itself, let me just get to the monetization thing. So you get to choose, my dear Bello. You can either have the Adventurer's Care Package, or a £5 donation will grant you a reroll. So you can choose from either the Adventurer's Care Package, or alternatively you can have a reroll for later. But if you do choose the Adventurer's Care Package, you can have 2 of either 4 gold or 2 provisions, or 1 potion and either 4 gold or 2 provisions. So you can either get 8 gold or 4 provisions, or 4 gold and 4 provisions, or you can grant yourself another potion and have either 4 gold or 2 provisions. So
what potions are there again?
There's the potion of strength, the potion of skill, and the potion of luck. You've already got a potion of luck, which will raise your... each potion always raises everything back to their initial value, but with the potion of luck, it adds 1 more.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll take the reroll, actually.
Okay. Well, there you go, Davyverse. Instead of the care package, he's gone for a reroll. So we're gonna. I'm gonna make a note of that on here.
Because I haven't got the extra lifeline.
Yes, that's right. So if someone Where is it? Trying to find it.
Rick, I read that as care plug. My eyesight, man. Seriously.
Oh, yes. So a £10 donation returns all stats to initial values or returns a lifeline. So if anyone wants to donate £10 to Greg's adventure, he may get that backtrack back. But the reroll is as good as it is, you know. So you've got a reroll on. Pardon?
I was just looking at these options and thinking, and I remember now.
What? Which one out of here you
take? Smith Street for the weaponsmiths to get, because I've got gold, haven't I?
Well, that's the thing. I was just looking at your stat sheet, and you haven't got any gold on it. So we're at 78 right now. Let me just double check. 78. Let me go back to the beginning. I need to double check the... I do apologise for the pause whilst I read, because I don't actually see anything to do with gold. Now turnover. Hold your ground. Yada yada. Crap. Said that you've come from another world.
Manning gold. 10 gold pieces.
Ah, there you go. Yes. So you've got 10 gold pieces.
Okay. I'm going to go to Smith Street and I'm going to buy a sword to replace the sword that I had.
Lovely.
How's my arm, by the way? Has anything happened to it with that sap?
No, nothing yet. Not unless it says in the actual... in the book. You know very well how these books play out, Greg, and unless it tells you directly in the book. I mean, I as dungeon master, I can make something happen to your arm if you want.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Are you sure? Because I mean, like, it could be something good. It could be something bad. I could ask you to roll 2 dice and put it against your skill score, and if it's lower than your skill score, then it turns into a magical arm that adds to your attack. What's it? But if you roll something that's higher than your skill score, then you could have 1 deducted from any attack roll. Do you know what I mean? So if you want me to make something happen to your arm, I can do that.
No. I was just wondering if there was something in the book that it was linked to. Why does it give you an option if it doesn't have an effect? But I can't remember it coming up. Anyway.
Is a care plug when a Care Bear gets frisky? And Eclectic Goat's in the chat. Welcome, Eclectic Goat. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, so I'm going to go down to Smith Street.
Yeah. We'll get to that. I thought gold was the way to go myself for the sword. I couldn't remember how much it was, though. Yes. The electric goat would be a great alternative.
Mostly it'd be reviews of electric fences. And then, like, that one really hurt. Oh!
I like the idea, though. You know, I actually once got electrocuted by the 240 because I was on a farm. It was like some girl I was seeing back in the olden days. Basically, she owned horses. She had an electric fence, and so we went up to the stables, but she didn't take out the electric fence, basically, and I touched it. Obviously, you know, just thinking knock it out of the way because it was like at head height, for fuck's sake. And yeah, I touched it, dropped to my knees as quick as anything.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
I had a main shock through my palm off a light switch in a dark room. It was just two wires poking out of the wall. I was like, I got blown across the room.
Yeah, I mean, the danger is, obviously, when you get an electric shock, if any of your muscles are already contracted, like inwards, or like if you're kneeling down or something like that, everything extends all at once. And so that's why people usually get flung across the room, because they're like kneeling down and they touch it and then their legs extend and they just jump across the room, basically. Yes, it stings. Anyway, back to the story. Let's do this. So, go down Smith Street, and you're going to buy yourself a sword. Okay, you stride down Smith Street next to a tinker shop. Next door to a tinker shop, you see a shop, what appears to be an armorer's. I'm assuming you want to go in?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie. Inside is a working anvil, yada yada. Take your pick, 7 gold pieces. So I'm assuming you want to buy one?
Yep.
Okie dokie. So you may restore the 2 skill. So I'm going to do that now. You're down to 3 gold.
Okay.
And you're back up to 11 skill. Okie dokie. And we turn to 104. You continue down Smith Street. There are no shops here, and the street is deserted except for a stooping, cowled figure who looks like a beggar. He comes up to you and suddenly draws himself up, and inside the cowl there is nothing, no face, just 2 glowing coals suspended in blackness. And he's like, "Oh, you got it. You got the Talisman of Death." And you say,
"No!
No, because you don't have it anymore." So turn to 81. "Lies!" it hisses and strikes you with its claw before you can move. A chill numbness spreads from the wound, and you feel as if your lifeblood is draining away. Lose 1 skill point and 2 stamina points. You must now fight the Minion of Death. Each time he strikes you, you lose 1 skill point as well as the normal stamina loss.
Bloody hell.
Wow. Shit. So, don't forget, boys and girls, the options are in the description below. If you want to donate to Greg's journey, you can either help or hinder him. So let's get into this battle. The Minion of Death. Oh, hang on. Let me just do this first. We've got to reduce you down to 17 stamina. We take a skill point away, so you're now down to 10. And every time he strikes you, got to reduce that skill score. Okay, so the Minion of Death has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 7. Should be fairly easy to, destroy. But let's get on with it, I guess.
Okay.
So, 2d6 for the enemy to start, and it just so happens it's a 5 and a 1, which is already in there, which gives them 13. And then 2 for yourself, please. A 4 and a 4 gives you 18. So, well done. You win the attack round. Awesome. Bring them down to 5. And next attack round, 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 3 and a 4 gives them 14. And 2 for yourself. That's a 2 and a 4 gives you 16. You win the attack round. Well done.
Nice.
I'll bring them down to 3. Next attack round, 2d6 for the enemy, please. 5 and a 3 gives them 15. Their attack strength is slowly creeping up. 13, 14, 15. 2 for yourself, please. I'm going to take it as a 3 and a 4. That gives you 17. So you've nearly done it, mate. You just need one more successful attack round.
Maybe I should test my luck.
It's up to you, mate.
If I test my luck, I can do extra damage, can't I?
Yeah, it would be dead. If you win, it'd be dead.
I'll do
if
that.
You're
then.
lucky.
I will test my
2d6
luck.
for the enemy, please. Oh, sorry, 2d6 for your luck, and please don't roll 2 6s.
Hey!
You did it. A 3 and a 3, which means that we'll reduce your current luck to 10. You've destroyed the enemy. You've won the battle. Well done, me mate.
I didn't want to get hit by it again.
Or at all.
Or at all, yeah.
Yeah. Well done. You did it. So, let's get on with the story. Your last blow meets no resistance. The grey cloak billows to the ground in a heap. All is silent, except for a sudden keening of the wind. You rest and begin to overcome the shock to your system. If you've lost any skill points, all but 1 are restored. Cautiously, you move on, coming to Silver Street. So... yeah, so I'm going to leave your current skill score at 10 because that would be all but 1, basically. Yeah. So, Silver Street. Turning down Silver Street, you are startled by what sounds like men's voices whispering nearby. You soon realize that a trick of the wind is carrying their voices to you through a broken piece of pipe which connects a ramshackle house to an open drain. There are 3 of them, and it seems they are planning to rob the jewelers, which you can plainly see on the bend of Silver Street. There is a shabby staircase leading up to the house, and you creep towards it. So will you go up the staircase, walk quickly to the jewelers, or ignore this and turn into Store Street?
Go up the staircase.
Just as you are about to enter the bare, roofless room, a rotten stair breaks, betraying your presence. Realizing that you have been... Oh? Who's that?
Ooh.
It was Rick Cleary.
Thank you, Rick.
With a donation saying, here's a lifeline for the old worse Greg. Thank you so much, Rick, for the donation, which means that you get a lifeline back. Well, actually, it means that you either have all of your stats returned to their initial values or a lifeline because it's a £10 donation. So what would you rather have? The backtrack back? Or would you rather have your all of your stats returned back to their initial values? So it's completely up to you, mate.
I've got a potion of luck if I need to boost my luck. I've got some provisions if I need to get stamina back. And I've only lost 1 skill point, so I'll take the lifeline because a backtrack in that temple is going to be invaluable.
I think you're absolutely right, mate.
It's like Groundhog Day, but with people helping. Go this way.
Thanks a lot, Rick. Now I've got to keep track of the pages again. No, but seriously, thank you so much for the donation, Rick. We really appreciate it. All of this money, of course, goes towards making the channel better, and we're able to do extra things. I've been putting a lot of money into certain things behind the scene. I bought myself a new mic. All these, nice little things that go towards making the channel a little bit better for you guys to watch. So thank you so much for the donations so far, Davey Verse and Rick Cleary. Thank you. Anyway, so you've got your lifeline back now. I'm going to add page 245 to it because that's the one that we're on now. Theoretically, you could go back now. Unless you want to fight these thieves.
No, I'm going to fight them.
Okie dokie. So the other two mean-looking thugs in brown breeches attack you. They try to come at you from different sides, but after springing up the last stairs, your footwork is too good for them, and they hold the stairway where they can only come at you one at a time. You must fight them in order. So I guess we better get back to the music. And so the first thief has a skill of 6 and a stamina of 7.
I have got the sword back, haven't I? It's just not on my equipment.
Sorry, I do apologise. You are right.
That's all right.
So, 2d6 for the enemy, please. That's a good one. A 1 and a 3 gives them 10. 2 for yourself, please. 6 and a 3 gives you 19. You win the attack round.
Is this one dude? He's got quite a lot.
Yeah, you just... Well, it's 2 thieves, actually. You've got to fight them one at a time. So, 3 and a 4 gives them 13.
Okay.
And 2 for yourself. A 4 and a 4 gives you 18. You win the attack round. And we'll bring their stamina down to 3. So, next attack round. 2d6 for the enemy. Oh!
Bad news.
Yeah, that gives them 18. 2 for yourself, please. 6 and a 2 gives you 18. You've parried blows.
Cha-ching.
Next attack round, please.
You need a little parry sound with like, if you've got a stream deck or something like that.
So I do actually have. I was saying that I'm designing some software for another stream. I'm actually designing some software for this so that it makes it all more beautiful and graphical, and it's got all of the... So it automatically does all the dice rolls and it's adding, taking away, all that kind of stuff. Does all the sound effects, and it does some like graphical effects and all that kind of stuff. I'm just having a little bit of problems tweaking it at the moment for every battle. So yes, did you win that attack round? No, you parried, and the last dice rolled was a 3 and a 2. There we go. So that's what we're going for them. Gives them 11. And 2 for yourself, please. 6 and a 1 gives you 17 against their 11. We'll bring their stamina down to 1. You want to test your luck or carry on?
I think I'll save it. Trust my
2d6.
sword arm.
2d6 for the enemy then, please. A 5 and a 1 gives them 12. 2 for yourself. 4 and a 4 gives you 18, which means you've won the attack round. You've beaten this bastard back. And so your next enemy has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 6. Okay, so 2d6 for the enemy, please. That's better. A 2 and a 1 gives them 10.
Strike a mighty
Nice. A 6 and a 3 gives you 19. You win the attack round. Bring their stamina down to 4. Next attack round. I see your comment in the chat, Daily. Giving them 15 and 2 for yourself, please.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. 2 6s. Giving you 22. You beat back the enemy once more, giving them a stamina of 2. Let's see if we can win in this attack round. What did you say there? Sorry, Greg. Oh.
That was a smite, but it's just smitten me.
He gave you a blow back. 19 against your 2d6 here.
Ooh.
6 and a 4. I think you did it, mate. Yeah, you've done it. Well done. So
that is close.
it was. Oh,
I like those
not
swords.
That one. What did you say, buddy?
Like those swords. They look really cool. In the
the battle stinger.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah. I just got grok to make up an image of a battle sword, and I, put it in Photoshop and just crossed them over, put the battle over thing. I like the AI for those little tasks. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm happy to have these AI generated things just for those little tasks. It's easy. I mean, I'm
it's
altering them. Yeah. It's another string to your bow. Anyway, well done, mate. You beat him back. You beat him off.
I wonder if his friends heard.
Well, I think so. So you won. You search the 2 thieves and find 6 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Nice.
Free sword.
So you got 3 plus 6. You got 9 gold now.
Nice.
Moving on, turning to 304. You continue down Silver Street past the jeweller's, which is closed, and turn left into a tree-lined avenue called Booker's Walk. 2 very grand buildings built of blocks of grey stone stand on either side of the road. A group of young people in blue togas, escorted by a white-haired old man in pale blue robes, enters the building opposite. A flag showing books and scrolls is flying from the nearest building. It appears to be a library. Will you see what information the library has to offer, or investigate the other building to find out what the young people are doing?
I'll go to the library.
304, just in case you want to backtrack. Okay, so see what information the library has to offer. So we've done all this before, haven't we?
Yeah, but I've been to the young people as well, and they've got they get into a fight and drop a cursed amulet and stuff. But I think I found something useful. Yeah, I think so. You've read so many, you don't know which one's which now.
You're damn right.
Or entry 141 from one book is sneaking in, and you're just finding the meta game.
The thing is,
that's what you need to do is dimension hop from entry in different books to entry in different books.
Well, like, that's what I'm doing in my fucking head.
Exactly.
Because,
what was that TV show where they did that with the Einstein, Rosen, Podolsky gates? Was it Slipgate or something? No, what was it called? Sliders.
Oh, Sliders was a great show. Absolutely loved Sliders.
Sliders, I just.
The thing is, because of how these books are written as well, there are several, even if they're not the same chapter number or whatever, you know, like, they sound eerily similar, and some of the themes are eerily similar. I did it again. Similar as well. And so it's very difficult to sometimes to tell the difference between some of the books and where it's going next, as a dungeon master anyway. So you have done this before, and a sage tells you, welcome to the largest library in the Man March, says the sage. Choose any tome or scroll you wish to peruse. Perhaps I may be of assistance. What is your field of study? Will you ask to read something about the gods, or ask to read about the history of Grey Guilds?
Hang on a minute. Right. I've already got information about the gods. So what? The temple is to Fel Carinlia.
Yeah.
The paladin worshipped Rocheval the Good, the All Mother.
Good. Keep going.
Tuchev, that was that bandit dude, I think.
That's right, yeah. Now you're remembering. Now you're cooking on gas.
And Anarcho. I can't even understand what that fucking word means.
Anarchil is the god of something. Is it?
It's just unreadable.
Destruction?
Breaking?
Oh, there you go. Breaking. Could be breaking.
Might be breaking. Avatar, the light one, god of light. So, I'll ask for information on Grey Guilds.
Apparently, so Rick is coming in with some completely unrelated but breaking news. Apparently, Disney and Gina Carano have settled for an undisclosed amount, and Gina says she and Disney might work again. That could be nice. Well, good for them. Don't run afoul of Conan the Librarian.
I'm expecting a large orangutan to swoop down and knock my brains out in a minute.
So, you chose to ask about the history of Grey Guilds. The sage shows you to. So now this is one that you haven't chosen before, I think. So the sage shows you to a side room full of reading desks. A few are by students of history, young and old. With an expansive gesture, he points to a wall lined with shelves which are filled with scrolls and tablets. You choose a set of scrolls called Grey Guilds Revisited by Nyleave. It's a story of a dissolute young nobleman who failed to take advantage of the education offered by the Guilds of Learning. You are able to glean much interesting information about the city. The religious orders hold all the power. You are astonished to find that Vagar, the god of thieves, liars, and cutthroats, has most of the followers within the city. There is a temple to death in the city as well. Indeed, it seems that Grey Guilds is not the tranquil city it once was. The armed forces protecting the city come from two groups. The warrior women who worship the evil goddess Belcarinla, and the followers of the All-Mother. Grey Guilds lies on the edge of a large plain called the Man March, or Lands of Men. It's just one of many cities in this part of the world. As you are wondering whether you will ever visit Doomover or the Spires of Foreshadowing, the other students begin filing out. With the start, you realize it's already dark and you leave quickly, looking for a safe place to sleep.
Uh-oh, I'm going to get some old beggar man to put his finger in me again.
Maybe. But so far, you haven't quite... You've gone a different direction, and so I'm wondering...
What the fuck's going to happen?
Yeah, I'm wondering whether or not you're gonna, like, end up in this death loop again, actually. So, yeah. Anyway, there's no real choice on this page, so I'm not going to log it down. So you leave the building and to continue down Booker's Walk. The streets are already deserted and there are few lights in this part of the city. You search for a welcoming light of an inn. Then, without warning, the steel teeth of a hidden man trap snap shut around your leg, ripping your flesh. You're in terrible pain. You lose 2 stamina. So let's just... Oh, I've just opened fucking Minecraft. Dickhead. Done that before. I'm taking 2 stamina off you.
Quick interlude. We're going to do bedrock.
So you now... You've now got 15 stamina, by the way.
Okay.
So anyway, shadowy figures loom out of the murk all around you. Their faces glow and their sickly pallor in the moonlight. They are wearing black robes clasped at the neck by shrunken human skulls. Do you have the Talisman of Death? No, you don't.
Do I fuck?
Do I fuck? No.
People keep stealing it from me. Right, I'm just going to turn this fan on. It's bloody hot in here now.
So I've selected the option for not having the talisman. They are saying, "We are the priesthood of death," says one of the figures. "We have come for what is ours." Your arms are held and you are surged. Realizing you are not carrying the talisman, they step back. One of them strikes you across the face. "Where is it hidden, worm?" Suddenly, the clatter of hooves disturbs the menacing priests. A large group of riders carrying torches comes into sight, and the priests melt back into the shadows as silently as they came. The riders of the watch halt before you. "You're in a pretty pickle. That's one less problem for us tonight. Eh, girls?" The girls laugh, but you fail to see the funny side. Leaving you as fast as they came, you are still in the trap, basically. You are left alone to wonder how the lawkeepers of this city could be so cruel as to leave an innocent person in such dire straits. This bloke who wants to finger you comes up and says, "Here, let me rescue you from this man trap." He steps on the release catch, which has been out of your reach, and the trap springs open. "Have you a place to stay tonight? Perhaps you would like to sleep in my humble abode," he asks, looking sideways at you. You are curious that he should be walking the streets alone at night, but you are also exhausted, so will you accept his offer or decline his offer?
There are no good choices at this point.
There are, though. So, the first time round, you declined his offer. The second time round, you took his offer. If I remember correctly, it was a good choice to go with him.
Yeah, and I don't really want to spend the night on the streets in an old ruined house and get attacked by rats or beggars or whatever it was. Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okie dokie. The man's house is a small stone bungalow. He leads you into his bedroom and sticks a finger up your bum. No, he leads you into his bedroom and offers you a straw-filled mattress behind a curtain. Thankfully,
hang on a minute. This is like Groundhog Day, but you have a proctology appointment. 9 a.m. every day.
Good Lord.
And that's the first thing you have to do before breakfast.
You sleep deeply and regain 4 stamina points. So, first thing I'm going to do is add 4 stamina points. You now have 19 stamina. If you used one of your provisions right now, you would be back at full health. You have 8 provisions, by the way.
Sorry, if I take one?
Yeah, you'll be back at full health, and you won't lose any of the 4 points that are awarded by the provision.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll take one.
You want to do that?
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm thinking this guy is like, is he a priest of that old sage or something? He's part of a secret order, and it was that sage that guided me originally, wasn't it? The spirit of the sage. I had to go into some dimension space where he was imprisoned and talk to him or something. So I'll give him the whole story.
The fuck you talking about, Greg? I haven't got a clue where you are in this story anymore.
Yeah, but the first time round, I'm pretty sure there was some spirit of some sage that was helping me.
Yes, so in the very beginning...
Hang on. Maybe that was his name.
In the very beginning, you are approached by the gods of Orb, and they say to you, you know, like, come here, you. I want you to do some things in the world of Orb for us. And then they put you with the Shield Maiden and the Orc Man and the Dwarf Man and the Paladin, and then you have to leave them, and the magician sends you up onto the edge of the rift and gives you 12 or 10 gold pieces. Now, there is another point which you've kind of passed over now, where you meet one of those death minions, and just as you're about to die, the paladin appears to you and gives you a holy sword. But you've passed that now, I think. You've gone a different way.
No.
So I don't know about any other sage or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
no,
this dude.
He was this. Yeah, all right. Well, we'll just go and see how it pans out. Tell him the whole story.
Okie dokie. You tell him everything, and he listens with growing amazement. He introduces himself as Apothecus, a sage of history. I have heard of the Talisman of Death. You must recover it at all costs. He suggests that you enlist the help of the Thieves Guild, and as he doesn't think you can recapture it alone. It will be in the Temple of Felcarinla by now, I'll warrant. Horkana, the High Priestess, will be holding it there. Go to the Red Dragon Inn on the Street of Seven Sins. It's dangerous, but you may make contact with the thieves there. He gives you a breakfast of savoury pancakes and invites you to a dinner that evening, saying he will try to discover more to aid you. In the meantime, he says, take these. He hands you 5 pieces of gold and a ring. It is a ring which will increase your skill at arms. Add nice. 1 to your skill score while wearing this ring. As you leave, he gives you a jade rose. When you return this evening, show this and I will know that you are not a shape changer. You thank him for his help and you leave the bungalow. So let's get your adventure sheet up because we've got some things to add to it.
Awesome.
So we'll bring your skill back up to its full thingamy-bob and we'll add the ring. Okie dokie. And what did he give you in gold? 5 gold pieces. You now have 14 gold.
Right, straight to the casino.
Whoa!
Actually,
buddy!
I go down Silver Street and take a left on Hooker Street.
It's not what you think.
It's full of big burly men practicing boxing.
Anyway, so you've got the Jade Rose as well. So let's put that on there. Okie dokie. So, will you go to the Red Dragon Inn or head for the temple?
Go to the Red Dragon Inn, because I need the Thieves Guild.
That's right. You take a side street, leads towards the Street of Seven Sins, and are almost pushed aside by students in blue togas, quarrelling, yada yada yada. So what do? Do you interrupt the quarrel and give them the charm back, ignore them and go on your way, or pick up the charm?
I ignore them and go on my way, because they are trouble.
You sure do. You come out of the Street of Seven Sins and soon find the Red Dragon Inn. Steps lead downwards, yada yada, blah de blah. Do you have the Brass Tiger charm? If you do, turn to 11. If you don't, turn to 3. So we go to 3. You ask the barman for a mug of ale while he pours your drink. Your eyes adjust to the gloom, yada yada. Barman says that will be a piece of gold. You hand over the money, so I'll take that away in a second, giving you 13 gold left. What will you do? Talk to the barman, walk over to the old man, or approach the 6 surly looking men who look like thieves?
Go to the group. Nice.
Progressing quickly, you introduce yourself to the motley group of villains, and they do not reply. You persevere, saying that you only wish to speak to them for a few moments. One of them, whose face is marked by a jagged scar running from ear to chin, fixes you with a stare and grates, "We don't care for the law, so watch yourself. You could be dead before you knew we'd moved." So will you ask them the way to the Thieves Guild, say you need some help with some unfinished business, or boldly retort that their threats don't scare you?
The unfinished business.
Okie dokie. Jolly good. They appear interested and offer you some ale. You accept a mug and do not drink. You accept a mug and do not drink. You suggest that in helping you, they might gain a great deal. They agree to meet you and tell you to come to the Thieves Guild at midday tomorrow via the disguised coal hole in Hornbeam Road. You begin to chat to them. 2 newcomers enter the Red Dragon and yada yada, blah de blah. You sit down at a table. The thieves fuck off. Cassandra sits opposite you. So, are you going to say nothing to her, get up and leave the ale cellar, or introduce yourself?
I'm not sure there's a way of getting out of this without a fight. I'll say nothing.
There is an uneasy silence in the ale cellar. Chuchev looks across at you and says, "I don't like your face." Cassandra nods in agreement. If you retort, "At least unlike your..." I think that's supposed to be you. "At least unlike you, I am wholesome to look upon," turn to 294. Or if you meekly reply, "I'm sorry, I was born that way," and leave the ale cellar, turn to 305. So insult them, or just say, "I'm sorry, I was born that way."
They're going to attack me if I try and leave anyway.
How do you know? You don't know. You've not gone for either of these options before, I don't think. So you could go for the meek reply. You don't have to just go in. Don't forget, the true path involves a minimum of risk, and no matter how shit your scores, you can get through it.
Well, I'll fight them anyway if they attack me. So yeah, okay, I will, because I know that there's a fight and I know that they're both double-hard bastards. So I will try and back out of this one. So yeah, 305.
As you walk across the sawdust-covered tiles towards the door, Chutev says to the barman, "Who was that frightened rabbit?" He walks over to the thieves. Do you want to hurry out of this den of thieves, thankful to be alive, or draw your sword and shout, "Who's frightened?"
Yeah, I'll leave. I did not think that would work. Holy shit.
You step out, squinting against the bright light of the late afternoon sun. Add 1 luck point for visiting the Red Dragon Inn and living to tell the tale. Congratulations, mate. That was the minimum of risk option. You've got the information that you needed. At least you've got the way into the Thieves Guild.
And I avoided getting beat up by a psychopath and his girlfriend. Holy shit.
Well done.
And it only cost me a
1
gold.
luck point for your troubles. So you're now back up to 11 current luck. So, with that in mind, what page are you on now?
Invited me to dinner. So if you've met the sage and he's invited
289.
229.
Okay. So yes, I've added the 1 luck. If you've met a sage and invited you to dinner, you may turn to 229. So you want to go there, yeah?
Yeah.
On your way towards the sage's house, a small boy runs up to you and asks you if you've been to Epstein Island. He asks you if you would like to help a very clever scholar and make some money doing it. It won't take long, he adds, tugging at your sleeve. You want to thank him but decline, or go with him?
I'll go with him.
No, fucking bastard!
Why?
I've got to take your choice. That was your choice.
Right. I've got a backtrack.
You do have a backtrack, but you can only backtrack to here. And you may need it in the future in the temple. You already said it would come in valuable in the temple. The boy leads you to the guilds of learning. You hurry down a cloister which surrounds a square tall grass speckled with scarlet poppies, and on towards a huge greenhouse made of tarred wood and glass. 2 scholars wearing a pale blue togas come out to greet you. One is spindly and bald, and the other is very chubby, and peers at you through his pince-nez glasses. They are obviously pleased to see you and introduce themselves as Moreau and Polonius. The fat one, Polonius, asks you to come with them if you would like to earn 20 gold pieces for 20 minutes work. Will you go with them into the greenhouse, or politely decline and go back to the sage's house?
Well, I'm here now, so I might as well do it.
Fucking hell.
What?
We are scholars, says Moreau excitedly. Vivisection is our field of study. We use surgery and magic to create new forms of life. Just wait till you see our creation. They take you to a large sunken pit in the middle of a massive greenhouse. The pit is ringed at the top with downward pointing spikes. They lower a ladder and you all descend into it. A barred cage at the edge of the pit is a most loathsome sight. The scholar's creation is a massive beast with the body of a giant cockroach, 6 giant arms for legs, and 2 heads, one above the other. The top one is the head of a crocodile, and below is the warty face of an ogre. Isn't she beautiful, says Moreau. Polonius says, we need a valiant warrior to test her. We want her to be used as a war beast. Do not worry, though. The minute she looks like harming you, Polonius here will put her to sleep with a special spell.
Pressing X to doubt on that.
The ogre face, which looks distinctly male, roars and Slavers. Do you want to say, thank you, no, I'm not fighting that, and leave immediately? Or would you rather say, this should be interesting, and prepare to fight the beast?
What's my stamina?
You're back at full stam. 21. 21, you're at full skill, full stamina, and you're at 11 luck.
And I've got a luck potion.
And you've got a luck potion. This should be easier for you to look at your stats if I bring up your adventure sheet.
Yeah, but what this thing looks like, it's got 2 heads, 4 arms, and the body of a cockroach. I don't think they're going to let me out of this pit without fighting it anyway. Okay, what were the choices again? Fight it or
Greg wished you had an added roach at the end. Okie dokie. Your choices are now to say thank you, but no, I'm not fighting that, or this should be interesting.
Go to 201.
Ah, well, that's a pity, says Polonius, and presses the far wall of the pit. With a great clang, bars spring up between you and the 2 scholars. To your horror, you see that the same time the bars are separating you from their awful creation have slid into the ground. The beast comes towards you and is intent on turning you into a meal. You must fight the vivisect. The scholars produce wax tablets and begin to take notes. You may appeal for help at any time. If you do, remember this reference and number and turn to 158. If you do not appeal and you win, turn to 176. So
I'm going to dismember their pet in front of them right now. I'm going to take all of its limbs and heads, and I'm going to make a new thing out of it.
Okay, so I guess we're going into battle. So let's get into the battle then.
And this is what I love about these books. Every time you do it, you can just make just a random different decision, and you're off into a completely new thing.
Exactly.
Right. Here we go.
Hang on. So that's 2 and a 2 for the enemy. Okay, so it's got a skill of 8 and a stamina of 12. Okie dokie, that was a 2 and a 2 for the enemy, giving them 12. And if I just do that, 12. Okay, and then 2d6 for yourself, please.
Do I have a +1 ring on? Oh yeah, ring of skill, but you added that on to me.
I did, yes, because you had 10
I got hit by the death
skill.
The death thing. Yeah. Okay, so my roll.
Yep, for yourself.
Oh, nice.
A 4 and a 5 gives you 20. You win the attack round. Well done. If you want to test your luck, you can do even more damage, but otherwise we can carry on.
I would need to use... Yeah, I'll just keep whittling it down. I would need to use too many points. Like, every round. I'd use 4 luck points if I passed every test.
2d6 anyway, for the enemy then, please.
A war of attrition.
A 4 and a 1 gives them 13. And a 6 and a 1 gives you 18. You win the attack round. You've whittled them down to 8 stamina. Are we carrying on?
Yeah.
2d6 for the enemy then, please. A 1 and a 4 gives them 13. And 2 for yourself. 2 and a 5 gives you 18. Congratulations. That's 3 successful attack rounds in a row, giving them a stamina of 6. Carrying on, we roll 2d6 for the enemy.
Okay, 9.
6 and a 3 gives them 17. And 2 for yourself. A 4 and a 4 gives you 19. Winning the attack round again, bringing their stamina down to 4. And 2 more d6 for the enemy, please.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's bad.
it's not too bad. You can still
I need
beat
a high
it.
roll. Not like that.
A 3 and a 1. Oh, I see. Yeah, like that, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that gives you 15 against their 19. So we'll have to bring you down to a stamina of 19. They win the attack round. 2d6 for the enemy, please. 6 and a 3 gives them 17. And 2 for yourself, please. 5 and a 4 gives you 20. You win the attack round. And it brings their stamina down to 2. If you want to use your luck now, you'll destroy it if you're lucky. Otherwise, just carry on.
Yeah, I'll just carry on. Just carry on.
2d6 for the enemy then, please. 4 and a 3 gives them 15. And this should do it. 2 for yourself.
Hopefully. No.
2 and a 2 gives you 15 too. So you've parried blows.
Ching.
I like the sound effects, Greg. 6 and a 3 gives them 17. And 2 for yourself, please. Could this be the one?
Yes.
Yes, most definitely. Giving you 22 against their 17. Congratulations. You did it. You won the battle.
What's up?
Awesome power. Yes, congratulations, Greg. You win again with no need to ask for help there. Who needs Alpay? Right then, so
176.
yes, 176 indeed. You don't appeal for help. The vile monstrosity sinks to the ground, squelching in a pool of blood and green ichor.
Yeah.
Ichor. The stench of its spilled entrails is nauseating. The sages are woebegone and the death of their creation, but they help you out of their pit. I'm sorry, says Moreau. My spell did not work. What a shame you had to kill her. You shake your head at their madness and ask for your gold. Polonius dives his hands into various pockets and folds of his robes, a look of consternation crossing his features. He is about to make some excuse when he sees your growing anger. Eventually, he offers you a magic scroll as payment instead. It contains a spell of agonizing doom, which you can only use once. You accept, take your leave, and head for the sage's house.
There you go.
Nice.
Spell of agonizing doom. That sounds like my kind of shit. Suddenly feel a bit like Rincewind.
Yes. I've just added that to your adventure sheet in your inventory. I just want to see what the guys are saying in the chat. Has anyone else joined us in the chat since the last time? Did we have a raid at all? Did Yarny turn up? Just trying to have a look back. What's this Davyverse? Once surveyed a PowerPoint. Once surveyed a power plant, the cable were humming, but the Sparky argued it was dead. I said I wasn't cutting it, so he called me a pussy. Took the saw. Seconds later, he flew. Oh, yes, because we were talking about electric shocks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, Rick. Most definitely. I used to test batteries. It was quite shocking. Awesome. What do you mean you used to test batteries, like 9-volt batteries, by sticking them on your tongue? That sort of thing. Always got a kick out of the way you guys say mate, lol, friend. Here, mate means something different. Yes, it does. To some people, it does anyway. Oh, that was all before the Disney shit that Rick told us about. Mm. Take the bumming, Greg.
From the old guy, yeah. I think I've missed dinner. I need to get back for dinner.
You do. Priests, we have come for your arse. Right. Skill should be 12 over 11 with... no, because even with the skill, it adds it to the skill and not the attack strength. So, because the skill will never go above the initial skill, no matter what. Even if he gets like a super special sword, now it will never go above the initial score.
But when you take the luck potion, the luck goes up one. But because that's the only stat that goes above. Gets
exactly. But if it was to say it adds to your attack strength, that would be a different story. But it says specifically it adds 2 to your skill, or it adds 1 to your skill. So that's why I've added 1 to your skill whilst you're wearing that ring. And yeah, okay, so let's get back to the story. Right then, so you accept, take your leave, and head for the house of the sage. You come to the door of the sage's house and you knock, and after a few moments, a manservant opens the door. You explain that you have come to see the sage. The manservant asks you for the token. Do you have the token? Yes, you do. So the servant says, yes, you are expected. Please come in. You follow him into the parlor. The dining table is laid for 3. Apothecus rises to greet you and introduces you to his friend Diodorus, a sage who is an expert on travel between planes of existence. He tells you that there are portals or gates allowing you to travel between Orb and other worlds. He suspects that you may have been brought from Earth to Orb by means of such a portal. When you recover the talisman, he says, you must leave Grey Guilds and walk south until you come to a great plateau. Mount Starreach, the tallest mountain on the plateau, has at its summit one of these portals through which you must pass if you wish to return to Earth. And now, more immediate matters, says Apothecus. You can leave the city by the postern gate in the cemetery. If you get into serious trouble, you may be able to call on the All-Mother for aid. To do so, cry, All-Mother, nature herself, preserve me. He makes you... Yes, All-Mother, nature herself, preserve me. He makes you repeat the words and commit them to memory. Note them on your adventure sheet. He explains that the All-Mother is the fountain of all life, the opposite to death. She may be prepared to help you, but only once at the time of your greatest need. However, remember this, no deity... However, remember this. No deity can intervene in another's temple. You thank them both and turn in early after a sumptuous meal of peacock basted in spirits of Ra and other exotic dishes. You wake up refreshed and you gain 4 stamina points. You bid Apothecus farewell, thanking him for all of his help and hoping that you won't let him down. You set out to find the Thieves Guild and turn to 64. So let's just take a look at your stamina sheet. We'll add 4 points, which brings you back up to the 21 of initial stamina, and we will turn to 64. As you set off, you see a small group of people clustered around a man wearing a flowery grey cloak and one dangling a gold ear ring. And one dangling gold earring. He's making huge bunches of flowers appear and disappear to cries of delight and amusement from the crowd. So will you try to find a way into the Thieves Guild, try to regain the talisman on your own, or stay and watch this magic crap?
Go to the Thieves Guild.
So, were you told about the storm drain? Were you told about the storm drain?
I can't remember.
I'm going to say
Guilds,
no.
What did they say? The thieves said
they said a coal, a coal
a
thing.
coal. Yeah, okay. No storm drain.
You turn left down Hornbeam Road for a coal hole. Oh, that was it, the coal hole.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get caught in the coal hole.
Don't get anything stuck in the coal hole.
Especially coal. Especially when it's lit.
Yeah.
You see what looks like a coal cellar at the back of a dilapidated warehouse. You duck into it and find a small hidden... I think that's supposed to be room or door. Yes, door. That's what we're going to put there. A small hidden door on the other side of the pile of coal. You crawl down a chute and out into a small passageway that winds for some distance beneath the city. You come to a door, open it, and you step into a magnificently furnished room. Evidently, the Thieves Guild lacks nothing. A group of men is waiting for you, lounging on sofas. Some of them recognize you from the Red Dragon, in particular, the one with the scar running from ear to chin. Okay. Scarface looks you up and down for a moment and says, "Right, I'll get the guild master. We'll see what he has to say." There is an uneasy silence before he returns with the other man. Scarface says, "This is Vagrant, Guildmaster of Thieves." Vagrant is a handsome middle-aged man wearing an ermine jacket. Twirling his mustache, he asks you the purpose of your visit. What will you say? You need help stealing something. You want to steal the Talisman of Death, or you will lead them to a hoard of priceless jewelry.
The middle one.
Talisman, very good.
Yeah.
There is a hushed silence broken by Vagrant. "That is indeed beyond prize," he suddenly barks out an order. "We'll mount an expedition before they move the talisman. It's market day, a good time. Scarface, Jemmy the Rat, Bloodheart, and young Lord Min, you will accompany our friend here." Some hours later, when they have finished their preparations, you set off. As you leave, you've been this way before because you told us the lovely piece of lore. There is no honor among thieves.
Yeah.
You resolve to be on your guard. Okay, turn to 241.
The old man must die.
The old man must die. Okay. So yada yada yada. You're on roof. You're about to get inside the thing. You catch the old sight of an old serving man passing a doorway on the landing. The others have not noticed him. Will you silence him in case he has seen you? Turn to 217, or ignore him, hoping he didn't see you.
217.
Here we go. So we're back now. Almost at the very moment that you died, so be very careful about these choices that you make.
I have got a spell of awesome, horrible death. Oh no, I don't. I actually have a scroll which says that it's that, and probably isn't.
You do. So, will you use your pommel of your sword to try and knock him out, or strike him down with your sword?
194, no compunction, sword straight to the back of the head.
You drive your sword into his back. He lets out a scream of pain as he dies. Lord Min, a small, agile young man, he is behind you. He says, "Sloppily done. We may all pay for that. Now hurry." So at this point, do you want to use your backtrack? Because he screamed out the last time you pummeled him, he fell to the ground, and then one of the thieves comes in to finish off the old man with his knife silently.
Okay, all right, we'll do that because that's why.
So you want to backtrack?
Yeah.
Okay, back to 217 then. Okay, so you're going to use the pommel of your sword this time.
Yeah.
I'm going to add the backtrack has been used. Okay. And I no longer have to keep track of the pages. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Right, so you knock him out with the pommel of your sword. You strike the old temple servant across the back of his neck with the pommel of your sword. He collapses soundlessly. You go up to tie him up. "Good work," says Lord Min, a small, agile young man. "Now I'll finish it." He steps forward with his dagger, meaning to slit the throat of the old man. Will you stop him or let him kill the old man?
The old man must die.
The old man must die!
I only get
So
a t-shirt
239. So from this point on now, you have not been this far. Basically, you've fucked things up in previous games. So we're in uncharted ground now.
All right.
Okay. The old man gurgles softly and dies. Lord Min grins wolfishly. Lose 1 luck point for your callous action. They'll take 1 luck point away from you. That's you're down to 10 now. You hurry on down the stairs, which lead to a set of double doors. A guard is on duty, but she is overwhelmed before she can make a sound. Inside the inner sanctum of the temple, a tall, raven-haired woman is praying at the altar, upon which lies the Talisman of Death.
Well, this is progress.
Yes. She appears to be talking to her goddess, Felcarinla. Beyond the altar is a large marble statue of the goddess wearing chainmail, her expression arrogant and cruelly beautiful. The tall woman rises and runs towards you. "Hounds of hell! It's Horkana, the High Priestess!" breathes Jimmy the Rat. "I'm off!" You look around and see that the thieves have disappeared. Before you can buy to follow, that's not right. Before you can something to follow, Horkana casts a spell and the doors fly shut.
Oh shit.
"How dare you desecrate the temple? How dare you interrupt me when I'm speaking with the goddess?" she says. Softly, in fact. "How dare you desecrate the temple? How dare you interrupt me when I'm speaking with the goddess?" she says softly, with white with rage. "I dedicate your soul to the goddess." She drives her fist into the air and chops it downwards. A pillar of flame descends from the vaulted roof. Roll 1 die.
Oh my goodness.
If you score a 1 to 4, turn to 105. If you score a 5 or a 6, turn to 132. So roll 1d6, please. It's a 4. 105. You jump aside at the last moment, but are still caught by the heat of the blast. Lose 3 stamina points. If you're still alive, and you may wish to use one of the following if you have any of them, we'll do that in a second. So, hang on. You're fucking going too far. Lose 3 stamina points. You are still alive. So 3 stamina points brings you down to 18. Is that right? 20. 19, 18. Yeah. I'm good at maths. So
this is games master, Greg. I spent years being a dungeon master, so I like wielding enormous power.
hello to Galadorn in the chat as well. I see you there. We're in the midst of something really, fucking great here. So
Tomby's raided.
Oh, fantastic. let's just say hello very quickly then. Legat is saying it's a Tomby raid warning. Yes. Woo, woo, woo. How dare you, says Deli Dysfunction. Welcome, Galadorn. It's a pleasure to see you. He did had to die. He did. I believe the word they meant was turned. Yes, maybe it was. Maybe you could turn to run. It's good to see you all anyway, guys. Thank you for joining us in that Tomby raid. It's good to see you, Tomby. Greg is in uncharted ground here at the moment. He does have a scroll of agonizing doom, but he can also choose not to use that thing. So do you want to use the scroll of agonizing doom or not?
Definitely do. Yes. As long as it doesn't cause agonizing doom to me, I'm fine.
Well, I'm going to take it away from your inventory, and we're going that way, basically. So,
yeah.
A scroll of agonizing doom. Turn to 59. After that display of power, you hurriedly use your scroll of agonizing doom. Horkana draws her sword and advances on you, snarling with tigerish ferocity. But the spell works, and a crackling blue aura surrounds her. She throws back her head and howls with agony. She's very badly hurt and staggers, but then exerts her will and recovers. You must fight the High Priestess. She has a skill of 12 and a stamina of 6.
So what's the rules with rolling luck to do extra damage?
So, if you win the attack round, if you roll for luck and you're lucky, then you do 2 extra points of damage. If you're unlucky, it gives them 1. Yeah. If you're unlucky, it gives them 1 stamina back. However, if they win the attack round, you can mitigate damage done to yourself by being lucky, and you'll get 1 point back. But if you're unlucky, it will do 1 more point of damage. Tommy, sorry mate, but there are no blurps enabled on the channel for the read and roll stream. So I will actually, I'm gonna refund that one to you when I get an opportunity. But blurps has been playing up a little bit today anyway. We've also got Atom Grey. Oh, Atom Grey in the chat as well. It's yeah, sorry Tomby. Maybe next time. You know, it's a shame because I think that maybe you could have used that agonizing scroll thing in a different position, because it seems to have done absolutely fuck all to her.
Fun though.
Yeah, I guess. Now, before we carry on, you are at 10 luck at the moment. You haven't used your luck potion, but before you go into this battle, I'm going to allow you to use it even though you're at 10 luck, but it will give you 13 luck, which means that on your next 2 rolls of luck, you will be lucky without a shadow of a doubt.
And that'll win me the fight, so I'll do that.
It possibly could win you the fight, but she's at a skill of 12 and you are at a skill of 11, so she has the advantage.
And she's got a small stamina pool, so if I can at least pull off one of those luck rolls, then it should be quite good. All right, so we'll fire.
Okie dokie. So do you want to eat that potion or not?
Yes, I will eat the potion.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Okay, so you're up to 13 initial and current luck now. I'm removing the potion of luck from the adventure sheet. Let's get on with it then. Let's get into that battle music. Let's get into the battle. So, rolling for the enemy. 2d6.
Oh, hang on.
That's one of them.
No, ignore that. Okay.
A 4 and a 3 gives her 19. Oh Christ, where's my mouse gone? There it is. So that gives her 19. And 2 for yourself, please. Nice. A 6 and a 3 gives you 20. You win the attack round.
Oof. Okay. Now I want to do the luck roll.
Okay. Which means that you will definitely be lucky. I don't need to ask you to do the luck roll. I'll just bring your luck down. We'll bring their stamina down to 2. And now you need to roll 2d6 for the enemy. That's a 4 and a 2, giving her 18. And 2 for yourself, please. 6 and a 4 gives you 21. You've done it.
Hey!
Well, that was nice and short and quick.
Surprised you had so few hit points.
I think it's because you used the agony.
Okay.
So it did actually do something too, because if I remember correctly, on a different page, if you do none of those things, yeah, she's got completely different stats. And so I think she has like a much higher stamina pool, as you said. Yes, and do what Atom Grey has said. Hit the like button down below. It's not going to hit itself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Kill the Hawk Tour. Spit on that thing. Okay, so congratulations, Greg. You did it. You done it. Let's get back to the story. She's deaded. You won. Turn to 44. Horkana collapses to the floor, lifeless. You walk to the altar and take the Talisman of Death. It's cold and heavy. At last, you have regained it. Gain 1 luck point. Nice. So you're back up to 13.
Nice. Did not expect that.
No, me neither. Lucky bastard. You fucking lucky bastard. You look back at Horkana and your scalp crawls. Her wounds are healing. Even as you watch, she tries to raise herself from her pool of blood in which she lies. Will you go back to Horkana or run to the double doors?
Well, it is the Talisman of Death.
Get the fuck out of there!
I'm just going to have to fight her again one time. Okay.
Maybe.
I will turn tail and run like a craven coward.
Yes, get the fuck out of there. No. Guess not. The doors are still magically sealed shut. Sorry. The doors are still magically sealed shut. You cannot force them open. You turn to see that Horkana has risen to her feet and taken up her sword again. Her eyes are filled with malice. You cannot kill me. This time I will carve out your spleen. She is slower than before, but you must fight her again. Fuck's sake.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's just more my level now.
Yeah, you can do her now. Do her over. The Horkana do over. What is it? It's 9 and 6. So a skill of 9. Oh, no, not 6. A skill of 9 and a stamina of 6. Right then, let's do it. 2d6 for the enema, please.
Okay. Enema.
Oh, hang on, sorry. So that's 5 and 3. Let me just get your adventure sheet up. 5 and 3 gives them 17. And 2 for yourself, please. 6 and a 1 gives you 16. No, sorry, gives you 18.
Better. Now then, I'm going to do a luck test.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Well, actually, I mean, I'm not guaranteed this is the final boss.
No, you're not.
So, all right, we'll just do it over 3 rounds rather than 2.
Okie dokie then. 2d6 for the enemy, please. 5 and a 2 gives them 16. And 2 for yourself.
Oh,
nice.
Take that, Hawkara, you bitch.
You have woken the dragon.
She is just kind of too undead for my liking.
I mean, if you used your luck here, she would be dead instantly. But
I'm toying with her. At this point, I'm just toying with her.
You're throwing a dildo onto the court.
Taking your time. Get a good aim in.
2 for yourself, please. A 1 and a 4 gives you 16 against their 13. You did it, mate. You beat her again.
Again. Now stay down.
Take that, radioactive man. Right then, so you won a second battle against her. You notice that the ring on Hawkana's finger is glowing with green light as her wounds close up. You quickly take it off her before she becomes fully back to life. You place it on your own finger. It's a ring of regeneration. Regain 6 stamina points.
Nice.
Will you now try to leave through the double doors or search the inner sanctum?
Oh, yeah. Go to the inner sanctum. That's where all the loot
Okay,
is.
so you're back up now to like full stats right across the board.
And still have 13 luck.
And
See,
still have 13 luck.
Hey, look, mate, this is how you do it, right? I don't mean to talk smack or anything, but you just got to roll them bones.
You slut dragon! You should allow all players who roll nat double sixes in battle to do. Oh yeah. Do you know what? That's not a bad idea, Rick. Maybe moving forward in another game. Not this one. In another game. That if you roll natural sixes, double sixes, then you get...
You're probably better off, rather than saying double damage, giving it a +1 or something, or equivalent to equivalent to a successful luck check. Otherwise, it will just get too overpowered.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Because that's what I was saying when I rolled that double 6 first. I was like, oh, open-ended rolls, so I can roll another 2 dice and add it to the first double. That's sometimes what different roleplay systems would do. But this is supposed to be basic.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going by. I've only up until now have I been going by the rules of the book. I've added my own little bits in here and there, haven't I? But it's a slowly progressing thing. So I'm I'm
That
going
would
to
make sense, though.
evaluate that.
That makes sense to do something.
I'm going to evaluate
not necessarily double damage, but
yeah, because maybe it could
likewise,
be a free
that
luck
be
roll.
available. Likewise, that should be available to monsters.
No. Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, the one hand giveth, the other taketh away.
So I just want to point something out here as well. Greg is doing extraordinarily well. If you want to fuck with him, you can spawn a random enemy for £20.
Oh my god.
However, if you
Abe's
want
to be...
you can also do a chaos coin for £15. Now, the chaos coin, it has a 1 in 6 chance of doing any one of these things. It could reduce all of his stats, his current stats, by 1. It could remove 2 provisions. It could remove 1d6 worth of gold, or it could remove a potion. He doesn't have any potions, so it could remove something else. Or it could give him 1d6 of gold, or it could +1 to any stat. So you could give him the chaos coin for £15. However, right, I'm just throwing it out there. If you donate £100, you will reduce all of his initial stats by 1, which means that he can never go any higher than 10 initial skill. He can never go any higher than initial stamina of 20, or he can't go any higher than an initial initial luck count of 12. So yeah, if you want to donate 100, or if you collectively donate 100, I guess, you know, £100 at
money.
100 whole British sterling pounds.
Not £100 in weight of shit.
Yes, exactly. Not £100 in weight. 100 whole pounds of money. You can reduce all his initial stats by 1. I'm just throwing it out there. But also,
let's go.
If you spawn, if you donate 20, you can spawn a random enemy. So that fucks with his game. If you think he's doing too well,
they came to watch me succeed.
I'm sure they did. Anyway,
they've had enough of me failing. That's why. Okay, so, Inner Sanctum.
Through the double doors or in the Inner Sanctum?
Search the Inner Sanctum.
Right then. 137.
If Horkana comes back to life again, I am going to smack her freaking head in.
You begin rummaging through the trappings of the temple. You feel a tingling sensation in your finger, followed by a sharp pain. You look at your hand to see that Horkana's ring is shrinking. You try to pull it off, but it's too late. You can only watch as the ring constricts to a solid ball and severs your finger. Lose 1 skill and 2 stamina points. You can feel the dreadful malice of the goddess directed against you, and you decide to try the doors.
Okay.
Womp womp. So you're now at a current skill of 10, and lose 2 stamina points. So you're now down to 19 current stamina.
Tommy, I'm too excited to fall asleep. This is the clincher of three sessions.
Wait a minute, what are they saying in the chat there? I came to see you fall asleep on the stream.
It's way past my bedtime scene. I normally turn into a pumpkin at 11 o'clock.
He will fall asleep soon. And Rick Cleary saying £100 Starmers. I think, is that what Atom was saying? You two. Sausages, maybe.
Yeah, Return of the Sausages.
Anyway, you fell for that one, good and proper. Go into the inner sanctum. Never go to the inner sanctum of a pool of shit on the floor.
Of an evil goddess.
Yeah. 16. So the doors open easily. It seems the magic has now faded now that Horkana is truly dead. The thieves have been spying on you through the keyhole. Scarface says, the door was locked and we couldn't get in. He leads the way back up to the skylight. If you still have a Horkana's ring, you feel it grow cold and you see that it is tarnished to a dull grey metal. Its magic only works within the inner sanctum. Suddenly, the alarm bells toll loudly as you reach the top of the landing. A group of warrior women appears on the stair behind you in hot pursuit. You run for the rope hanging from the skylight. As you reach it, a sense of movement at your side and dodge the murderous thrust with a Bloodheart's dagger just in time. Before he can strike again, the warrior women let loose a volley of crossbow bolts. I'm like stammering and stuttering here because the length of time has somehow gone longer in my ears, so I can hear myself a little bit more. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can change something, because this is really actually fucking with me. How am I going to do this now?
Wonder why it's gone out of sync.
Yeah, it happens from time to time.
Who's Bloodheart? Is he one of the thieves?
Yes, I think so. I think that's a bit better. Right. Bloodheart's body is peppered with quarrels, shielding you as you climb the rope. Leaving the stricken Bloodheart to his fate, the remaining thieves jump agilely from the temple roof to the roof of the nearby house. You will have to jump too. Roll 2 dice. If the total is less than or equal to your skill score, turn to 136. If the dice roll is greater than your skill score, turn to 56. So roll 2d6, please, and it's got to be 10 or below. Wow, that was easy.
5.
Yeah. Good job. You land safely next to the thieves. Scarface looks surprised to see you. Bloodheart, he inquires. Failed, you treacherous dogs, you reply, brandishing your sword. Jemmy the rat turns tail and flees across the rooftops. Lord Min looks at Scarface and shrugs and says, I'm not fighting the killer of Horkana. They swing under the eaves and climb like spiders into an open window. Not wishing to attempt this climb, you make your way back to the safe house across the rooftops and climb down to the street, where you stop to regain your breath, leaving the city. Yay. So at this point, I'm going to give you an opportunity to eat a provision if you want, but there really isn't much to do apart from eating a provision.
I'll have a snack.
I'm going to have a nice little snack. So you've now got 6 provisions and you're back up to full health. The Jade Rose, that was moved, wasn't it? The Ring of Stamina, that was actually Horkana's ring, wasn't it? That's cool. Yeah, so we'll remove that now. You've lost a finger, but you still have the
minus
ring of
one
skill.
Finger. Minus 1 finger.
Do you know what though? Oh no, because now if I removed the ring of skill, you would now be down to 9 skill, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Don't forget, you still have a reroll available if ever you need it.
Let's see if I can get out of the city.
Right. So you regain your breath, leaving the city. As you catch your breath, 3 shadows appear on the road before you. Looking up, you see Tuchev and Cassandra, with a hideous squid-like creature hovering in the air between them. One of the squid's tentacles is curled loosely around Cassandra's waist. "We meet again," says Tuchev. Young Lord Min tells me you have been successful. Congratulations, you have done us a favor. Now you'll be glad your peril is over. We are taking the talisman. Grimly, you draw your sword. "I see," says Tuchev. "Then let me introduce Thaum." He continues, gesturing towards the squid-like monster. Its form dissolves and becomes a man with a gold earring and flowing grey robes. You saw producing flowers out of thin air in the crowds. He is a master of illusion. At that moment, a huge and ugly troll appears from within the safe house. "Here is Harg," says Thorm. Harg raises a huge hammer ready to strike at you. Is he real or is he one of Thorm's illusions? If you attack the troll, turn to 45. If you allow his hammer to strike you, turn to 141.
And I don't have a backtrack.
Nope.
I'm gonna chance it and allow the hammer strike.
Harg disappears before the hammer lands. Very good, says Thorm. Now what about this? While Tuchev draws his sword, Thorm points at you from his finger. A ball of multicolored fire flies towards you. Will you try to avoid the fireball by running at Tuchev, or hold your ground? Can it be an illusion 2 times in a row?
It could be. Yeah, I will run at Tuchev.
The fireball bursts behind you, but a burning pain sears your back and you smell charred cloth. Lose 3 stamina points. If you're still alive, you press home your attack on Tuchev. Okay, so I'm going to remove 3 stamina points. You're back down to 19. Hang on, yeah. No, 18.
We're just on the street at the moment, aren't we? So we're not in a temple. So hopefully I'll be able to call on the All Mother at some point. Because
maybe you can. Maybe you can.
Her in another person's temple, but you can on the street.
Yes. Tuchev's bastard sword, almost as long as you, hums through the air as he parries your first attack with the agility of a cat. The black cloak he wears makes it difficult for you to tell exactly where he is. Cassandra and Thorm, looking confident, stand back to watch. You fight Tuchev. He has a skill of 10 and a stamina of 12. After your first successful attack on him, turn to 301. So, this should be interesting. So he has a skill of 10 and a stamina of 12. And I guess let's start the battle music.
Okay.
And so, yeah, roll 2d6 please for the enemy.
Whoa,
well, that should be good. A 2 and a 1 gives him 13. Hang on before you roll your other one. Gives him 13. Okay, roll 2 for yourself now.
Nice.
Nice. A 6 and a 2 gives you 18. You are successful in your attack.
Oh, it's got a lot of stamina, hasn't it?
Yeah, so we'll bring him down to 10 there. I just need to mark the page number just in case it fucks with us. The 265. Right then. I'm going to turn to 301 because that was your first successful attack on him. Okay, so it says, as soon as you wound Tuchev, you notice Thorm gesturing. Tuchev becomes invisible. As you start back in surprise, Cassandra is upon you, her sword darting at you. Tuchev reappears behind you, raising his sword to strike, and Thorm is gesturing again. You feel threatened from all sides, and you are hard-pressed to defend yourself. Do you wish to call upon a god for aid?
I do, actually.
Turn to 330. Which god will you call on? The All-Mother or any of the others?
The All-Mother.
Yeah, I thought so. You are swept up in the talons of a great white eagle. Your assailants are soon specks below on the street. Rising above the rooftops, you look to the southeast and see far away a mountaintop of a large plateau. A voice speaks in your head, the voice of the All-Mother. That is Mount Starreach, your goal. At its summit lies the portal which will take you to your own world. For a moment, it seems that the eagle will bear you to the mountain, but the talisman seems to weigh like a ball of lead around your neck, and the eagle is forced to land in a deserted alley of Store Street. Before you can thank it, it takes to the air again and is soon soaring above the city. Are you wearing magical chainmail? You're not, so we'll have to turn to 258. But as far as the battle goes, you did it. So, turning to 258. Store Street is an extension of Moorgate. Will you hurry down Store Street to the end of Moorgate? Or, if you had dinner with the sage, ask the way to the cemetery.
Oh, yeah, he did say you can get out through the postern gate. Do that then.
So
261.
261?
Yeah.
You stop a passing student who directs you to the cemetery. You run down Pallbearers Row, anxious to escape the city. As you approach the cemetery, an ox cart returning from the market loses a wheel and overturns, almost blocking the road. You run for a gap between it and the cemetery wall, but it's blocked by a man with a shaven head. He wears baggy scarlet trousers, which end just below the knee, and a loose scarlet jacket tied with a black cotton belt. On his forehead is a tattoo of a scarlet praying mantis. He doesn't seem inclined to let you pass. So will you ask him politely to let you through, tell him to get out of your way, or attack him?
Ask him politely.
He does not let you pass. Will you step aside and invite him first to pass? Or ask him less politely to move out of the way?
Oh, man, I don't know. Okay, I will step aside and invite him to pass.
Okay.
I'm just employing the highway code at this point.
You step back and wave the monk through. He walks past arrogantly without a word of thanks. Dusk is deepening as you enter the cemetery. You begin to explore the city wall looking for the postern gate. You do not look at the headstones for fear of finding your name at the head of an open grave. Your eye is caught by what looks like a lantern hanging from a post in the midst of the graves. Will you walk over to the lantern or ignore the lantern and continue searching along the wall?
I'll go to the lantern. Uh-oh.
You got to fight a ghoul.
Oh.
You thread your way through the moss-covered tombs and headstones. As you approach the light, it shimmers and moves towards you, floating in the darkness. You are entranced. The will-o'-wisp draws you, mesmerized, towards the large grey tomb. A withered hand thrusts through the earth beneath you, your feet, and grabs your ankle. You hack at it, but another mouldering arm grips you. There is another grating noise. A fiendish ghoul staggers from the tomb before you. Other zombies erupt from their earthy graves. In your panic, you find the strength to rip yourself out of the ghastly grasp of the zombies, but the ghoul is almost upon you, and you must fight it.
All right.
So if you defeat the ghoul within 5 combat rounds, turn to 343. If it's still alive after 5 combat rounds, turn to 298. So, any 5 combat rounds, whether you hit it or it hits you, yeah, so it has a skill of, what was that, sorry? A skill of 7 and a stamina of 8. And I guess we better start that old battle music again. So, let's bring up your adventure sheet. It's never easy, mate. And 2d6 for that enemy, please. A 3 and a 4 gives them 14. And 2 for yourself.
A 3 and a 1.
That's a 1 and a 3 gives you 14. So you've parried blows. 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 4 and a 3 gives them 14 again. And 2 for yourself. A 5 and a 2. So that's 2 attack rounds. You win the attack round with 17 on that one.
Okay.
You may want to use your luck in this battle so that it doesn't last more than 5.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's down at 6 stamina at the moment. Do you want to use your luck?
I'll use the luck, yeah.
Okay, we'll bring you down to 12 and bring him down to 4 stamina. So, 2d6 for the enemy, please, and this will be the 3rd attack round. A 5 and a 2 gives them 14 again. Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
A 5 and a 6 gives you 21. You win the attack round. Bringing them down to 2. Do you want to
do luck test again?
Okay. Well, I'm not going to ask you to do the luck test again because you will win. So we'll bring you down to 11, and you've destroyed the enemy using majoritively luck.
Awesome. Now, I better run away from the horde of zombies.
Yes, I think you had better. So, this is as far as anyone's got in this so far. 343. With a mighty slash, your sword bites into the pale, slimy neck of the ghoul, decapitating it. It slumps to the floor, truly dead at last. As fast as you can, you spring past the questing arms of lumbering zombies and dash back to the wall, knowing you must find the postern gate as soon as possible. Turn to 99. You continue along the wall, and to your relief, you find the postern gate. You duck through and out into the night beyond, gain 1 luck point for escaping the city. Nice.
Handy.
So you're back up to 12 again. You see, Abe has completely disappeared from the chat at this point.
I think he must have fallen asleep. He's gone quiet mode.
That's his excuse.
Must have fallen asleep. It was the excitement.
Oh, come on. Click the fucking thing. Okay. So, it's 10 to 12. I'm conscious of any sort of late night that you're having or anything like that. So, do you need to start wrapping up?
I think I do. Well, how much? It's difficult to say how much mileage there is in the adventure left.
There is enough
to string out another...
to do another stream.
I think we should do that then, because I mean we've been going
3 hours.
3 hours, so yeah. Okay, this is a good point to leave it, but remember it right. No, we've escaped from the city. We just need to choose left, right, or straight on. Really. That's
right. Okay, do you want to make one more decision now before you end it, or do you want to leave it at this point?
Oh man, I can't remember because I had a view, didn't I, from the Eagle.
Maybe you should have written some of that shit down.
Yeah. Oh well. Or I could not make the decision now and then review the VOD and
I guess you could. Either way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add those 2 stamina points to your score.
Okay.
So you now have 20 stamina. And I'm going to save your adventure sheet.
Cool.
And with that, that denotes the end of our journey for a 3rd stream. Yeah. And we shall have to welcome you back for a 4th stream.
For the conclusion. And I didn't actually die this time.
No, you didn't. So, I mean, congratulations on that. That's it, I guess, for this stream. So, well done, you.
Cheers, man.
Yeah,
really fun.
It's always fun, isn't it? I mean, it's the game. What's this book called? It's the Talisman of Death. Yes.
Throw the cover up again.
Oh yes, of course. Well, I could. Is it on this one? No, it's on this side. Oh, where's it gone? There you go. Talisman of Death. Abe has died of Abes. There you go. Anyway, Greg, it's been fantastic to have you back on the show again. We'll be kicking you into the back shortly so that we can do our outro and everything. But before you go, please, will you shill your wares?
Yeah, I'll be on the Hump Day podcast on Wednesday, as long as my voice gets better. I'm going to be playing Battlefield 6 public beta all weekend. So if you're on my friends list, give me a shout.
Nice.
And if you're not, add me.
Get on his friends list. All of his links are in the description below. Thank you again to Greg for coming in for a 3rd stream. Hope to see you soon for the 4th stream to try and finish this fucking book.
Maybe in September we can try and book it in.
Maybe so. We'll see about that. But thank you so much for coming on again. I'm glad you had such a great time. Until next time, Greg, take care.
See you.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye, everyone.
And as for me, I am Jack Tarlad. You can catch me on all of my socials at Jack Tarlad. What am I doing? Monday night, I think I'm going to be doing a test stream for for what's coming on Tuesday. You don't really need to know that, but that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm probably not going to be streaming. I'm going to be doing a test stream for what's coming on Tuesday, which will be Jack and Abe. It's a new stream which we're bringing out between me and Abe. It's going to be a variety show. We're working on all of the assets currently, and so Tuesday night after Team Play Tuesday on Tomby's channel and all the other people who join in for Team Play Tuesday. After that, we'll be going live with the first episode of our new show called Jack and Abe, and we hope you will join us for that. I haven't got someone booked in for next week on Read and Roll, so stay tuned for that. Look out on all my socials for an announcement who's going to be the next guest. But I'm going to try to get Magitech Mags back on, because she's in a very good spot in the Forest of Doom. And I did say to her that I wanted to try to get her back on very, very quickly. So it may be that we get Magitech Mags back on. But a very big thank you to everybody who's in the chat and who stuck around, and to the donators as well, Rick Cleary and Davyverse. Thank you for your generous donations. In fact, Greg still has a reroll to use, so hopefully he'll be able to use that. But thank you to everyone in the chat, and thank you for turning out for another great Read and Roll episode. Until the next time, though, take care, everyone. We love you all, and we'll see you next time.